Yo. 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 Yo, yo, yo. What's up, boys? Yo, yo, yo. Dude, I'm gonna have to change my demographics soon. I keep saying, what's up, boys? We have almost a 1% female audience. And the more shorts we do, the higher that's gonna get. Let's take a look right now, actually. Audience over the past week. Over 14,300 people. Where's the demographic? Female is up to 0.5%, boys. We're only 99.5% male. Mass majority of people who watch are 25 to 34. Biggest demographic, too. 1.2% of people who watch me are 55 to 64. That's wild. What's good, Mumbo? Not much, brother. Just chilling. Grinding, I should say. We're going to be grinding a ton today. Lots of packs ready to go. Lots of packs we're going to continue to make. Should be a wonderful time, man. I have Pedro Neto's special in Orange Routinia. Bought for $215 and $165. Currently $292 and $202. Do I sell or will I'm the wrong person to ask that question to. That's not my corner of the market. Good evening. Saw your last video. Started with 530K. Bought out 10 mixed league upgrades. Had 490K left. Did the 10 runs. And after opening, did 4 times premium upgrades. Coins are now at 590. Let's go, baby. You see that, boys? The power of the recycle. So good. Uh-oh. My YouTube bros. Are we good? Nathan! I have 2 tradable team of the weeks on the transfer list. Time is the only thing that's bothering me. Yeah, that's why it's a grind, though. That's the thing. And that's the reason why most people don't get to the end of it where they see the true fruits of it. Alright, dudes, we're going to do probably upwards to 50 plus runs of League SBCs today. We're going to be grinding like a madman. Push, what's up, buddy? Anyone know what the Portuguese League cards are at right now? Is anyone else's Discord down, or is it just me? No clue. They're at 750. Are they back down? Ooh. Let's go. Cold, cold. Is this a mukbang stream? I just finished my food. I'm going to drink some coffee. We're going to get some steps in a bit. Dude, I need to do better with my steps. I'm only at 14,400 today. I got a bike ride later. We're going to be at like 25K plus steps by the end of the day. We got a full body workout. We got a sprint workout. We got a bike. Lots of stuff we got to do today, man. Lots of packs we got to make. A lot of packs we got to open. It's got Sawa from a Jumbo Gold. W. Oh, in your second account. Crazy pull, though. How much is Sawa worth? Nah, I just thought of the coldest name for a team. Oh, we gotta do it. We gotta do. You gotta use Sawa and have your team name be Sweet and Sawa. Yes, yes, dude. Please do it. You got to, man. RTG time. That is not a suggestion. That's a necessity now. 2.5 mil tradable. You're not selling. You're putting a cosmetic Evo on. All right? You're starting from the bottom. You'll eventually be here. All right, we're doing these on console first, boys. We got to clear some more mixed leagues from my championship, from League 2, before we open really any packs. So we're going to do some console clearing. We're going to leave the daily gold for Pale Tools, just so it speeds it up. But in terms of doing the daily bronze and daily silver done, we'll do it quickly on here. I'd sell too. Yeah, I mean, you might as well sell. I got 2.9 million now. W. And just like that, you can now flex. Flex on everyone, even flex on me, and be like, Mumbo, why are you doing the mix for profit? I do the jumbo gold for profit. Ladies and gentlemen, how to make over 2 million coins doing League SBCs. Very simple guide. Open the jumbo gold pack. Get yourself a 2 mil plus icon. GG. EA needs to bless me at this point. You know what, EA? Don't give me another walkout at all for the next week. Don't bless us with everything, anything. Let the club get dry. Give us everything during Team of the Year. I'll wait. Play the waiting game all day. I wish the Team of the Week upgrade wasn't an 84 rated squad. I wish they made it an 82 or 83. Kind of stupid, actually, that's an 84 rated squad. To pull a crazy card. It's always the way it works. Whenever you start getting crazy stuff, it just keeps getting crazier. The longer you're off the game, too, the better the pack luck. If you just start hitting record on any software, pack luck goes down. You hit the recording off, you'll pack something right after. I got a, in a daily, what was it? It was this. I got PZ last week in a daily gold, like this, not a daily gold, the daily 7.5k pack preview. Like the second I ended the stream, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop recording. I'm in the stream. Oh, didn't do the daily. Let me do it. Instantly 10k. Because they go for nothing. Or he did go for nothing. Team 1, I got Pirlo twice. First in Champs Rewards, and then the second one was in the final pack of the mix. Maybe it's because we're saving so many packs. Does anyone else feel like promo cards don't exist right now? Like in general? Like the cards don't have to be crazy. I just feel like I'm not hitting them the same as we used to like a few weeks ago even. One was tradable. How much was he tradable? Just can't get rid of this gold Mbappe and Dembele Yamal trio. So annoying. Just paste merchants. Unbelievable, dude. We got a meta rat in chat. Unbelievable. It was like 900K. Sounds about right. Alright, let's chuck him in. Alright, left back, right back striker, W. Alright, another one. I just got 3 Portugal Pro League players from 1 bronze pack, W. Anyone doing BPM recently? If so, how's that been going? Alright, League 2 time. I haven't touched these in ages. Pierre! The sweet prince who never became king. Pierre Equa. Absolute baller. Will never reach his full potential, sadly. Sunderland legend. Considering playing my first actual gameplay in 2.5 months, brother, we'll talk you off the ledge right now. Don't do it. You have so much to live for, brother. Think about the menu grind. Think about the team of the years you're going to get. We love you, man. Don't do it to us. Don't let this one-time decision on how you're currently feeling dictate the rest of your life in our lives. Imagine that comes like the new form of cheating in our chat. Someone like says they are playing gameplay. It's a grave sin in our community. You can't touch grass. IRL or even in FIFA. EAFC. Can't do it. Sorry. I don't make the rules. We just grind, boys. I make my brother open my packs, so free labor. Have you put him on Pale Tools yet? Right now you probably have him like in the mines. You got to put him in the Pale Tools. Put him on the assembly line. Make him extra efficient. Think I'll grind the mix some more? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, buddy. Yo, hopefully you're doing good. I have 300K. Would you recommend I start the Mixed League grind to save up till I'm at 500K? Low-key anxious to go all in. How many packs are you currently on? I think that's a bigger question because Team of the Year starts next week. The Pale Tools auto opener doesn't filter the league, so I make him open the bronzes, as you should. He needs to do it by hand. Zero, but I have around 200 golds. I'm disappointed in you. Drop down and give us 10 runs of the mix right now. That's your punishment. I don't want to see another comment in chat until you've done 10 runs. Recycle everything. Take it all the way through. Nah. Are you trying to save it all for Team of the Year? Or are you just going to go in with nothing and open everything now? Because I guess that would change how I'd recommend grinding too. Gonna start saving these 78 times 3s? I'm debating that too, brother. I think I might wait till actual Team of the Year. Or the start. Because we have crafting upgrades for another, what, 20 days? What's grind gonna look like during Team of the Year? I haven't played FIFA in a couple of years. Partial Team of the Year is going to look like exactly what we're doing now, just with probably opening everything we make from that point on, saving everything we've saved up to that point. So we'll finally start opening the packs as we go, which will help us recycle even better. And if we get like decent daily stuff throughout Team of the Year, along with like a really good repeatable, it's going to set us up for success. Because like my main thing now, as we're getting close to 2,000 plus, is I kind of want to make as many Team of the Week packs as possible. So my new thing is, how often can we do Team of the Week upgrades? At 500 packs, it's been 5 days. I'm struggling. My club is empty for League SBCs, both premium and regular. What should I do? When you say you have 500 packs, what have you been saving and from what? And what have you been opening? Alright, let's do another League 2. What up? What's up, 9 innings? How we doing today, brother? Alright, we got... Where's League 2? I always lose track of it, man. Send all these in. You saved the untradables from the premium? Okay. Have you sold all the consumables you can sell? Have you rinsed off leagues? Have you done marquee matchups for tradable packs? Did we have any challenge SBC today? I didn't look. You have nothing tradable left in your club? Off-league untradables, have you done all tradable packs that are out right now? Alright, so we got those. We'll do one more championship, and then we should be good to go to Paletta. Save Brown for now. Even part of the picks I can't do. Tells you how empty I am. And how many coins are you on right now? I would say get back on the mix assembly line. Would probably be the next step. Alright, boys. Are you ready, kids? You're about to see a bunch of packs being made in a very short period of time. Alright. Let's switch over. Should I just go all in with my coins or put half into the mix? I mean, when you guys say going all in on your coins and you have hundreds upon hundreds of thousands, I would look to see how long it's taking you to actually have your coins go down. Because, like, I don't know how many coins we were on. Does anyone remember how many coins we were on yesterday? Were we on 2.3 mil? I feel like I've done another 20 plus runs of League SBCs, and I can do another, I think, 25 right now before I even touch the premium again. I haven't even opened up the tradable packs from the mix yet. I mean, buy every single player. The way I would do it is I would do a bare minimum of 10 runs, which at most, you're probably spending close to 90K to get bare minimum 10 runs. It's the 250K plus if you're doing 25 runs and you're spending a little more than you want. That's where it comes close to your coins getting lower. But if you're recycling, you're continuing to work through the process, I'd see no problem. If anything, regardless of how many coins you have, I would just fluctuate flip, snipe, and bid Pro League and Portuguese League as well as like another additional thing. Should I buy every player for the mixed league or do BPM? I almost 100% of the time always recommend buying out in bulk and treating it like a expensive version of BPM rather than BPM itself. If that doesn't make sense, I can explain that a little more. All right, daily gold. $90K for 10, but premium or mix. You do it with the mixed and you make the premiums. So like when I do 25 runs of the... Is it already done? Oh no, it's glitched again. When I do like my 25 plus runs of the mix, you'll see on stream I end up doing like 10 to 15 premiums, usually bare minimum, on top of that as we continue to recycle and we don't even open everything. We did finish all of them already. Jeez. That was quick. Are you opening the provision packs? Not really, no. I don't need to. You guys can. It's going to only make you more coins and more packs. You don't necessarily need to save them. We have a video on kind of the pros and cons of each in the grind playlist, if you're interested. On kind of different ways it could potentially help with your grind now versus later, but in general, just kind of use them as you need them. If the difference between you stopping for the day is because you have nothing left and you want to continue grinding and you're stockpiling those, that'd be a good reason to start opening some of those up, but... Yeah, I know, but I mean 90K for 10 runs of the mix. Yes, about that. Because we'll usually spend, what, around 9K, did I say, usually? Or is my math wrong? No, my math's wrong. Wasn't it 6K? What am I spending? 150. I have to look at my sheet even. Yeah, I might have given the wrong number. Four squads, majority are 150, 200. So 2,200. 44. No, that's about right. That's about right. Because rares might be higher. You have your golds, silver rares. For the first 10 to 25 runs, and then everything's discounted after that or completely free, yeah. I think that's about right. As you're making premiums from that too. What does Footbend say right now? Yeah, we're doing it under what Footbend says it is. And the premium mix double the price if you bought out everything. So we'll usually do from 25 mix plus, we'll do 10 to 15 minimum premiums. Usually without having to spend an additional coin from what we already have in the club. So from this, you can add on all that value too. And that's while saving packs. For me at least. But are you discarding everything but big leagues that you need to do them, or you keep every player? Are you asking me specifically or what you should do? Because those are two different answers. My grind's going to look completely different from yours potentially at this point. I'm at the point with my grind where I'm now focusing on making sure that we have as many packs as we're making as possible. So I'm kind of recycling most things back into most things rather than selling. What should I do because you're not keeping packs? If you're not keeping packs, I would probably go the at least 10 minimum buyout route, recycle into premiums, crafting upgrades, all that stuff. Get fodder, do your provisions, get more fodder, do more provisions, get more fodder, do more provisions, do more league SBCs, rinse and recycle, rinse and recycle. I'll just keep taking it through. Then in terms of mix cards, you don't necessarily need to sell the mix cards you get. You can if you want. But I'd probably focus on selling the premium mix cards that have value and would sell within the hour. And use your transfer list in a min-max sort of way, which we cover in our how to do more League SBCs video. Faster and more efficient. Using your transfer list as like an additional unassigned pile becomes really useful. You can quick sell off leagues if you want. If you want to store them in your club to try to sell them later, you can. The more stuff you sell, the more front end coins you make. But I wouldn't focus on the front end coins when a majority of it comes from the back end. That's what she said. That's what I really care about. Recycling as much as possible. Making as many packs as possible. Saving as many packs. And that's what you guys are going to be looking at during Team of the Year and being like, how are you making so many coins? Recycling, baby. Alright, we got another cam, CDM, cam. Beautiful. Look how easy this is too. Just boom, 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 boom. Striker, center mid. Gold. Alright, what's the first thing we're going to run low on? I feel like hyper motion commons might be the first thing. That's going to be my guess. It still works, cam. Go. Alright, that's done again. Pop these in the club. Put 12 more in there. Got MLS on my transfer targets. We got a mix of everything. Flipping pro leagues for pure profit. Nice. Anyone see what gold rare market's currently at? Just of everything. Up or down from yesterday? 650. Okay, everything looks like it. Ooh, it's starting to go for 750 at the end of the hour. Boys, 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 boys. Get your 600 bids. Flip for 750, 800. Okay. Let's see. We have how many electrums? All right, 24. Okay. So let's do more runs. We're going to do some runs. I'm going to watch you from my TV. Hey, let's go. Are there any children around? Should I watch my language? I don't want to say anything that might upset them. Like saying do the premium mix without the mix. That's too far. I'll be careful. All right. Cam, CDM. Is this a family channel? Two-inch beta. Some families watch the channel. Not many. All right, what do we not have? It's not enough rated? Really? Bet. All right, let's get some more MLS real quick. So these I could continue doing 150 bids if they're all going to be in my transfer targets. We'll do a few of those. Let's put some championship cards in as well. Because why not? Is it still not enough? There we go. Nah, I'm alone. My family went to a party, but I'm not allowed to go because I'm 17. It's 18 and above. Sounds like you got a lot of time to grind then, brother. You could come to Diddy's. I'm not interested in those kind of parties. Center back, left back, CDM, center back. Perfecto. No, it's probably the golds. Is it the silver rares? No. Might be the golds and silver rares. Alright, we'll do a few more run-throughs, boys. And we'll go open packs on console. We won't go too crazy building at the start. Alright, there we go. Do some silver rares. Hundo. Alright, now we'll do stick to 72 plus for these. You can go lower if you want to use higher rated stuff. I just find the best kind of combination is 72 plus, then 70 plus for the commons. And then usually higher than 75 rated for the golds, but if you have enough stuff, it works. I wonder if it was because we opened those daily silver packs if he was putting lower rated stuff in. I think that might have been it. Because we had higher rated stuff already in the club. I think it pulled some of those dailies first. Because now we're good. Yeah, now we're cooking. Look how quickly you can fly through these. Really doesn't take too much time. The more you do it, the better you get at it. You'll figure out what you're getting low on, which you might need to restock on next. For the most part, it's smooth sailing, man. Center back. Striker left mid. Cool. That works. Yeah, see, that's all still enough rating. I really think it was the most recent that did me in. I got 22 in the club. Look at that. Look at the things being pulled from my transfer list. So now this is getting lower and lower. If I went to console and wanted to do some bidding on there, probably once I get low on the MLS players here, I'll do some Bundesliga 2 and Hypermotion bidding on console. Start filling up my transfer targets with those. Now we're just getting into Romanian players. Let's go. So the whole time it was just one league is what we were using. That's sick. You're buying mixed league cards? Why wouldn't I? That's the whole method. Right mid, striker, left back. We were way more club stock than I thought. Alright, now we might be getting a little low. Left back, Cam. So what I'm doing and using the players to do Prime, it's cheaper than buying Prime cards directly. Yep, it's such a great method. And I'm hoping more and more people catch on to it. But honestly, it doesn't necessarily work against us if they do, but the more people that do it, the more value the cards usually have. So worst case scenario, everyone hops to this and this gets more expensive, which I assume is going to happen anyways, but yeah, dude, the amount of premiums you can make with barely spending any coins or not having to spend a single thing is absolutely wild. And then the recyclability of it too. The amount of coins you make in the process of recycling gets crazy. Alright, we'll pull some more off the transfer targets. Get that lower. What do we still have? Bundesliga 2s. Like some low end hypermotion. So like, think of the initial costs we spent to buy out these runs. Think about the amount of packs we're making. Think about what we'll get from the packs. Think about the tradables and untradables. Think about the off-league untradables that we'll make into liquid coins with the silver packs from the player picks. Think about the fodder we'll get from the player picks or the League SBC cards. They'll make us more premium, which will make us more coins. Over and over and over again. Non-stop. And the only way this ever ends is if we stop doing the mix. In terms of keeping this assembly line going. Alright, we'll do championship next. When I started my pack goal, I was just at 500, but I'm at 600 already. I might as well push for 800. That might as well do 1K after that. Yeah, this is kind of the last stretch until next week's the start of partial team of the year. So, yeah, I'm going crazy, boys. We're going to grind a lot more than we have been. We've been grinding a lot. We got to step it up another level. Because this week's going to fly by. Those are bad choices. Left back. All right, yeah, now we're getting down there. Okay, this will be the final run. Then we'll go open up. Perfecto. Actually. Okay. We'll wait. Alright. It's time, boys. Let the actual grind commence, baby. If you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, smack that like button, dudes. Subscribe if you're new. If you're new to the channel in general, or you've been new over the past few days, my number one goal is to get you guys to understand the power of the Mixed League. Not only as a way to build the premium and other crafting SBCs and player picks and stuff like that, but truly as just the packs in and of themselves. The amount of walkouts, the amount of team of the weeks, promo cards, 85 pluses for the provisions. The tradable coins on the front end that we're getting from the packs. Coins in the back end. That's what she said. And one of the things that's slept on as well is if you do this instead of BPM, because I know some people like to do BPM and the premium. If you did this instead of BPM, this premium mix is getting you 4 bronzes anyways, so you're able to make bronze upgrades with your off-league ones there. If you guys are spamming the Electrums pack, you're getting so many silvers that are going to be off-leagues that you can put into the silver upgrade to get gold commons, which will consistently get you Pro League and Portuguese League cards. Not to mention a lot of League SBC commons that you'll be running out of eventually from the premium grind. It just all compounds on each other. Then with all the cards we're getting here, literally probably what, thousands of cards? Thousands of players? Get recycled back in, where we do another like 10 plus runs where we're spending either nothing or very little coins, which then gets recycled even more runs. So if we made 25 plus, we could probably make another 10 to 15. And from that another 10 to 15, we could probably make another 5 to 8. Just keep doing it and doing it. Now imagine this with exchanges, how crazy it'd get. Any reason you don't open the packs on Pale Tools? I think visually, having everyone see kind of on console the physical pack, seeing me get walkouts, seeing get the promo cards, the team of the weeks, seeing the leagues easier on here and opening at a kind of more standard pace gives the visual that a lot of people might miss on Pale Tools of how good of a grind it actually is. We'll open packs on Pale Tools. We'll make packs on Pale Tools too. But there's some stuff that I think visually sells it a lot more. So like this is a perfect example here. Like we'd open this on Pale Tools, we'd quickly store everything. Here we can see the Pro Leagues. We can see all the other cards, things we have, things that are dupes. Takes a second to open the pack again. Get to see the recycle. Get to see the pack numbers of what we still have nonstop. Look at that. Another one. Another one. You get so many. Let's say I do 5 runs of the Mixed League SBC. Should I keep every player or sell all tradables and then use on the premium mix? I don't think 5 would be enough runs, personally. I recommend a minimum of 10 to 25. And recycling from there. And then with that, it's kind of up to you how you want to do your tradables. If you can sell things, sell it. That's up to you. For me, I've been starting to keep most of the mixed cards because if my things make the most mixed runs possible and I pack mixed cards I can put right back into the mix, it makes sense to do that. But if I'm getting a crap ton of untradable First League section, the Pro League and Portuguese League, for the premium mix, and I'm getting a ton tradable as well, I might as well just make the coins on the tradables and then use the untradables. But if you want to do half and half, you can. The more you sell, the more coins you're making on the front end is the rule of thumb. As you see, it's like literally every single pack we're getting one. It doesn't end up working out to be every single pack technically, but if you count the ones we're getting multiples in, sometimes we'll get 3 to 4 in a single one. And this is just the Electrum. This is one of the worst packs of it. Look at that. It's just crazy, man. I like 7-8 pages of the lib stud cards just in case they switch out in 5 days. Literally, it's like every one. And 2 in that one again. Oh my gosh, man. Another one. Yeah, I just put all the libs and suds in because even if it does come back out, we pack so many anyways. For me, it's not worth keeping them. But I don't think he would go back to living Sud. If they made the change... Bro. Guys. I'm not kidding you. The 40 of you watching right now. 1, 2, 3. Not counting all the other League SBC cards. Can you see what I mean when I say I make like 25 runs? How I'm able to do another 10 to 15 premiums off of that extremely easily? Like, that's not clickbait. This is not even counting all the off-league cards. 1, 2. This is not counting all the off-league cards that we're going to put in bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, crafting upgrades, and we'll get even more from all those. So this is just the worst pack. The amount we're getting. Bunch of mixed cards. Some off-leagues. That's, I think, the first one. Like the last 5 or 6 where we didn't get one. But again, the average is still there. GT! I've done the Premium League SBC 60 times in the past 2 days while crafting the daily upgrades. Crafting upgrades, it's too easy. Yeah, man, it's wild. Absolutely wild. Get some more there. Triple! I think we're already up to like 5 or 6 runs off of just this pack. Guys, don't do the mix. It's a waste of time, guys. It's not worth it. Say you do 15 runs of the mix. How many premiums are you usually able to craft from these? You're seeing it right now. If that first section is the only thing you're ever really lacking on, kind of go off the first section. Whatever hardest section it is for you to get the cards, go off of that and start counting how many you're getting and kind of go off that math alone. But again, that's not counting the rest of the recycles. For me, like I said, I'm making usually 10 to 15 minimum from 25. That includes bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, crafting upgrades, player picks. Not even opening the tradable packs. If I open the tradables back into it, I could probably get close to 1-to-1. Do you think it's worth it putting off-league bronzes into bronze upgrades? That's literally the only thing I would do with them. Yeah. It's 100% worth it. And then silvers that you get that are not league SBC cards, put those into silver upgrades. And we'll go back to Pale Tools to recycle everything. Once we get close to a full dupe storage. Auto SBC is much faster than Pale Tools. You just press one button, the SBC is done. No switching players for chem. So much easier. Cool. Another one. This is beautiful, man. Which league do you think they'll switch from? Why do you think they'll switch it? I think they'll keep it the same, personally. Think the spectrum may have increased during the spamming of the premium, but the grind is real? There's just also, too, compared to the Lib and Sud, so many more that you can get. So, it's one of those things that simply with just there being more cards from the 2 leagues, you end up packing more, too. Like, this same thing applied when we did this method when we did the mix method into the premium, when it used to be Lib and Sud. We'd get Lib and Suds all the time when they were 1K plus. Both tradable and untradeable. I've also got 105, 82 10s, 104 provisions, and 153 map. Dude, that was something that I was debating saving, and I kind of wish I would have been doing that on a day-to-day basis. Saving the max 78 rare packs, the daily rare gold. Dude, Watford's going to be so fun to watch the rest of the season. That announcement video is going to be crazy. Bove going to Watford is probably close to on par as Enzo Lefebvre going to Sunderland last season. But there's not fun doing it. Sometimes Auto SBC, it puts like 6 of the rare cards in. Not worth doing it with Auto SBC. You'll find it's not the case for every single person. But people will do anything to be as lazy as possible. There's limits to how far you should take it. I personally like using Pale Tools, seeing what I'm putting in, moving things around, and hitting submit. It's useful for more than just one thing. It's useful to slow down the amount of SBCs you're making so you don't get SBC banned as fast. It's useful to see that you're not submitting something crazy. You kind of get an idea and track how many packs you're making, the flow of it. Makes it easier to restock. There's a setting on the Auto SBC which will only put the exact rares and use the right amount of rares. Dude, look at this again. My goodness. Another 3+. Alright, so we're not even going to be able to finish the Electrum. So, we didn't even open all our saved ones from a single pack. And watch how crazy this recycle gets, okay? Y'all ready for this? Alright. Chuck those in the club. Chuck those in the club. You guys see this okay? Yeah, you can. Okay. Let's see if it shows the dupe storage right now. So we're at 99. You'll notice, look at all the Portuguese League and Pro League dupes you're starting to get. Look at all the League SBC card dupes you're starting to get as well. Okay. So let's start with bronze upgrades. Okay. Are you selling the tradable packs? Yes and no. Majority of the time, I'm not even close to opening the tradable packs with the way I'm grinding. I'll usually build up a few hundred of the mixed tradable packs before I even need to touch them. For me specifically, that is. Go. There we go. And hopefully kind of like this visual on stream I've shown you how many more League SBC runs I'm personally making with not even finishing opening up one section of the actual packs. We didn't even finish that, and look how far we already are into more stuff. Alright, so now we're going to get into using silver rares from the championship. We should probably stick to the untradeable ones. Colleagues, I'm trying to tell you guys, it's a cheat code, man. There will be people who don't believe us, and that's completely fine. All of us will be doing it, and they'll be questioning. Why is Mumble Elite doing the mix during Team of the Year? Does he think he's actually going to get a Team of the Year out of those packs? I hope all of us pack something out of like the Electrum Players pack. That'd be the greatest thing ever. I get another Eusebio. We'll go fill up on these rares. I know we're going to get a ton of these from the Premium Mixed Players Pack from the MLS Championship. So we don't necessarily need to buy these. We'll get a bunch of rares from the other leagues, which is nice to save you coins, and why I say you end up spending either 0 coins or very little in the next runs. There might be some things you want to just stockpile on a little to make things a little bit easier. But in general, you get the perfect mix of everything. That's all without opening the final pack, which is even crazier. I would argue we're not even opening half the stuff right now. Which TISM does it require to get like 50 runs a day? It's a scale. The more TISM you have, the more runs. There's a min-max to your average person day-to-day basis, but you'll find with the TISM, you'll lose track of time, and it's not even that you're trying to get 50 runs done, you just kind of do, and you're like, oh. But hopefully, too, we've been live for what? An hour. We've already done like 25 runs within an hour, so when I say like 25 runs a day, obviously, there's some time to store some things, but realistically, you can get to the point where you can do 25 runs within an hour. If you keep it all the pale tools as well, you'll get really good. Yeah, I don't ever promote Auto SBC because I've never used it, nor do I really want to use it. And I love pale tools. I could never turn my back on Paletta. Paletta, you need to give me a paycheck, homie. ¿Por qué, mi amigo? Alright, let's keep building those up. Just gotta show the visual what that looks like too. Can we do I have it set on here? I can't remember if I do. Alright. So those are just off-league ones. I guess I could start doing some Premier League if we wanted. That's going to be all mixed in too. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do those on console. And then we're going to make the player picks with clear inner storage of the gold commons. That's going to be the much easier way to do everything. The real question is, why isn't it pulling the off-league silvers from here. Is that glitched? Surely that's a glitch, right? Silver upgrade. I don't know why it's not using them. That's weird. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll monitor the situation. Which does it cost to do 25 runs? I average a little less, a little more than 9K per run when you're buying them out. So I usually just say 9K to be easy. Times that by 25, and then that's not including all the additional runs you're making in the recycle where you're spending either nothing or very little to do almost just as many premiums along with all the mix you're doing again. The nice thing is the more you scale it, the better and better it gets. Because like when we talk about 25 recycling into another like 10 to 15 mix, another 10 to 15 minimum premiums usually. Think about if you did that with 100, 200, 300. It'd get even crazier. Alright, we're officially out of rares. I should pull here. Let's do some bidding as well. No, we're not. I'm sorry. We got to get them from the premium because I should show how good that recycle is. So we'll do by hand some rares from the championship. Finish this one off. But we really should wait to open the other packs for you to really see it. So we're going to go back to console now. We're going to finish opening the Electrums. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to recycle a little bit more. Was that not enough? Dude. I'm just throwing in another gold. I don't care. I don't care, man. Alright, that's done. Get rid of more cards here. Okay, so it's now using Serie B, which means we're out of the Bundesliga 2, which is nice. We're in a good spot there then. Cam. Center back. We're SBC banned. Beautiful. Perfect timing. If I would have listened to my instincts. You see how I said I wanted to go back to console? But I'm like, nah, let me just do this quick. I would have not gotten SBC banned. It was just a natural instinct for me to want to do that. That's why I say the more you do it, the more you kind of become aware of things like that. You can't set up templates like Pale Tools. All right, let's do player picks with gold commons from from here. Even if it's a League SBC one, we'll keep the Pro League and Portuguese League 1, but we got so many League SBC dupes. We gotta clear our dupe storage, otherwise we can't continue opening packs. We'll also make some silver upgrades on here to clear some of those. We use both. Wonder how EA feel about it. they're like, I can't ban them. We need to come up with a reason to ban them. Keep switching back and forth. So again, I don't go off of rating for these. You can if you want. Like if you get a clear walkout or an 85 for provisions, that's great. I go off of things like 8210 is what's going to be useful. So if I have an off-league higher rated, that makes sense if I'm low on those. But I think from the perspective of League SBC. So I think Prem La Liga, am I using a lot of higher rated rares? If so, do I need to recoup those? Like 80 pluses from there makes sense. A lot of times, I will want League 1 rares. So if I can get a League 1 card, that's sweet. If I can get a Serie A or Bundesliga that's decently rated, like 80 plus, that makes me being able to use a lot of the silvers that I have untradeable even easier. So getting a good mix of those things is fantastic. If you get a Portuguese League or Pro League card, I take that regardless. So just another thing to kind of keep in mind. Never show them your next move. It would be cool if, you know how, like, Spotify has their Wrapped and every, like, thing has started making their own Wrapped version? Imagine EA does an end-of-the-year Wrapped, and it's like, you played X amount of minutes. You did this. And most importantly, click to continue. You have used outside extensions for over 45 hours this past year. This is a bannable offense. You have now lost access to the transfer market. Happy New Year! Yo, that would actually be cold from them. Hey, Mob, I have like 8 tradable informs packed. Do I sell and use to rinse more League SBCs or keep them for the 85 times 2 and 82 times 10? If you have tradable ones, I'd sell. I wouldn't use tradable ones in your daily stuff. Personally. If that were me, but it ain't me, so. Should I open bronze and silver 2-player packs with non-league bronze and silvers? Should you open bronze and silver 2-player packs with non-league bronze? Should you make them, you mean? Yes. Yes. That's crucial to the mix grind. You get so much additional stuff. Yeah, no, you're good. I was just confused for a second. Expect the 86 team of the week from the mix. Let's go. W. All right, let's finish the Electrums, boys. And one of the fun reasons why I also, too, don't necessarily open the tradable packs right away is you see, I got down to like, what, 2 or 3 Electrums, and then we were able to build up more before I even finished opening the Electrum packs. If you do this with just the untradables, you'll notice you could actually build up an insane amount of tradable packs before you even need to use something. And for me, that just makes it more fun to be like, okay, I'm noticing if I was at 0 tradable packs and then I just started saving, I can realistically see how many runs I scaled it to as I'm opening the other stuff. With what you just said about doing the 2-player silver packs, does that not make the bronze pack method worth it? yes and no. In theory, your mind's going to the right place. What do you think my counter is going to be to that? It's a very easy counter. You're doing BPM. You're spending coins on BPM to build up other league SBCs and put your off-league bronzes into bronze upgrades. And then your off-league silvers into silver upgrades. How can you even faster accomplish that for both bronze upgrade and silver upgrade? Any ideas? There's a grind that gets you non-stop bronzes, silvers, and golds. Just buying them? Nope. It's on screen right now. It's one of the best packs in the game for this reason. We make hundreds of bronze upgrades from our mixed league grind. We make even more silver upgrades from our mixed league grind. Because of the premium mixed players pack and the Electrum players pack. This is really good for bronzes over time. This is really good for recouping the rares in your club. And the Electrum's great for just making unlimited silver upgrades into gold commons. So that's why I call the mix the expensive BPM is my name for now. Or that's the sort of way I look at the grind. Like, people open bronze packs not to make profit on a single bronze pack. They spam bronze packs because they understand the value that comes from it. And what happens when you take it all the way through. Into League SBCs, into more upgrades. We're just doing a higher end version of that. Where we're guaranteed, or not guaranteed, where we're having a chance to get something crazy at every step. Whether tradable or untradeable. And it gets us to that next level of the grind even quicker. I don't have to sit there and do a crap ton of bronze upgrades to get enough silvers to do a silver upgrade. We just have them ready to go from these packs. Just buy 100k FIFA points? True. So you do the 2x silver upgrade? Okay, you're confusing me. When you say I do the 2x silver upgrade, you're referring to bronze upgrade. Bronze upgrade gets you 2 silver cards. Silver upgrades gets you 3 gold commons. I do both of those from the mix grind. With just buying out the mix. Because the pack I just showed you, the Electrum, gives us 6 silvers and 6 golds every single pack. And then this one right here gives us 4 golds, 4 silvers, and 4 bronzes. So the more of these packs I open, the more bronze upgrades I can make. The more silver upgrades I can make. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm discarding all my non-important league silvers and bronzes for nothing now. You are discarding untradeable bronze and off leagues from the mix? And your off league silvers? What was the thought process of that? Wait. No. Explain yourself. Even with dupes, what was the thought process? Have you never done a bronze upgrade or silver upgrade before? Why wouldn't you want the easiest packs to make in the world, especially with a full dupe storage? I don't get it. That's what I'm doing right now because I have so many non-league bronze and silvers. I don't know if I was wasting my time. No, it helps infinitely more. It's just another constant way to get more League SBC cards and get rid of off-league cards. Why would you discard? I could see someone discarding like an off-league tradable card, especially the silver ones. That makes sense. But an untradeable off-league, literally every video we make, we talk about the bronze upgrade, the silver upgrade as additional packs. We talk about using your untradeable off leagues for marquee matchups and other tradable packs in the challenge section. The video today, we even said that like 5 different times. I said the price of the premium mix keeps going up in that first section. People want to find a way around it. Guess what I'm going to say? Drum roll, please. Mix grind. All right. Here's the video to the mix grind. I'm not going to talk about the mix grind in and of itself in terms of how to set it up. That's the videos for this. Let me convince you on why the mix is so good. You're going to get all these mixed league cards, or in these packs, you're going to get all these premium league cards nonstop. You're going to be basically doing the premium mix for free. And what's happening right now? We open in these packs and we get nonstop League SBC cards for the premium. Or we're spending 0 additional coins. Not only that, look at how many League 1 cards we're getting. That's like the other section that people sometimes run a little bit low on. The rares for League 1 in Eredivisie. We're getting a ton of them through this consistently. I don't know, got not much time. I feel like it takes more time to quick sell each one in your dupe storage than it would to put them into an SBC. It's actually slower to do that, guaranteed. Whether on console or Pale Tools. Yo, what's up, buddy? I haven't done even one bronze upgrade in my life, and I have 1,500 bronzes in my club. You, sir, are missing out on a lot of potential coins and fodder. And potentially Team of the Years. Okay. It has to be a troll at this point. Can we go back to when the mix gave you, like, no Pro League or Portuguese League cards? I feel like this is getting too good that everyone's going to hop on it now. I take back everything I said about the mix, boys. It doesn't work. Nothing to see here. You get nothing for the mix. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to do the bronze upgrade until I have 0 unimportant league bronzes in your card. Yep, and if you set the... if you do it on Pale Tools and you set all your important leagues to the League SBC leagues, you can set bronze upgrade to be just non-important leagues. It makes it so much easier. So, like, another thing, too, that I didn't even mention, and what I'm starting to kind of do here, is you're seeing excess start to build up. Tradable packs I don't even need to keep this grind going are starting to stockpile. The daily silver packs are starting to stockpile. I'm starting to build out 3 common gold player packs, where if I ever got low on other stuff, I could always kind of, like, reach into there. And, like, coming to console and showing this especially gives you an even better visual than Pale Tools of, like, how quickly these things can add up. Especially if you assign, like, a coin value to it, too. Like, if both of these become, like, on average, let's say 1,000 coins per each one, we have 100 packs or close to it right here. That's 100K bare minimum if we got nothing of value. Think about all the League SBC cards we're going to get. Think about all the first section cards we're going to get. Think about informs or promo cards we could get. Heck, if one of those women Team of the Year players that's a silver base gets a Team of the Year, imagine how many packs you could potentially get them in. That's crazy to me. Hey, brother, what pack to save and what packs to open from the mix and premium grind? Thank you so much. As in, how to save for Team of the Year? If you're not saving for Team of the Year, open everything. If you're saving for Team of the Year, bare minimum, save the final pack of the mix and the final pack of the premium. I would also save the Prem La Liga section for the same pack as the end of the mix. Think 141 people knows about this mix trick. 200 people so far this stream know about the mix trick. I've been in and out. But it's not even a trick. I feel like this is just common knowledge. People just don't trust it. But I hope this goes to show you guys we're not even into the back half of this grind yet. We haven't even finished part of the front grind. And look how long this takes. Wait till I start opening the tradable packs. Wait till I do now like 20 to 25 premium mix runs. Wait till like we open packs from that eventually, which we're not touching right now. We are going to have hundreds of tradable jumbo golds. Is it prime electrums? Premium electrums? Whatever the League 1 Eredivisie section is. All that's going to add up so much. Well, people are scared of losing money. That's why they don't do this. It's funny, though, because the people, I feel like that voice them being the most afraid to do the mix grind because they don't want to lose coins are the same ones losing all their coins doing the premium mix grind of just buying out the premium more and more as they're done with their dailies. Like, I feel like it's way less risky, and as you're seeing, you're getting so many cards anyways. Is the gold upgrade worth doing for the 2 rares? I would ask you a question back. Is there a reason you wouldn't be doing the winter crafting upgrade instead for way less cards that you need to put in an additional gold rare that you can get? Especially with your off leagues. Carlos, what's up, buddy? I now save for the premium all the untradeable packs, and for the mix, the final pack. Is that good? That's fine. Depending on how you're grinding. I'm to the point where I'm saving everything from the premium, so I don't recycle the premium at all. I'm just saving it all. Yeah, it's true. No, it's not a stupid question, buddy. The reason I ask it back to you is that's how I want you to start thinking. Like, when you have a question like that, you can ask it, I'll answer it. But a lot of the times, like, if you have that question in your head, or it's like, okay, does it make sense logically now that I'm getting all these gold commons to put them into a gold upgrade? Is there anything else I can put them in? I would do a quick scan of the menus and be like, okay, this looks like it could be a good place. And now think of the winter crafting upgrades as another way to potentially save gold rares for Team of the Year. If you guys are saving certain types of packs for all the gold rares, if you're afraid to open provisions because you're saving those gold rares for Team of the Year, imagine the grind now if you're making a bunch of crafting upgrades. Especially if you don't need to do the premium as well. You're doing the mix into the premium. Think about all the golds you're going to be getting from the mix. We used to have a method before... right when the crafting upgrade first came out, where we were spamming the mix, putting all the... Oh. No, we'll tell you guys. It works really well. So, now, let me give you the visual. I'm going to put you guys on game. You ready for this? How many, right now, if you had to guess, not how many Pro League cards and Portuguese League cards you have in your club, with how many cards you have in the first section, how many runs could you realistically do at the premium right now? If you had to guess. For me, I think I could do maybe 10 to 15 runs minimum. Probably closer to 20. Maybe more. If you guys are in the position where you're under 5 for that section, and you want a nice, easy way of building up more packs, anytime you find yourself in a position where you're going to be grinding the mix like crazy, but you're low on the Pro League and Portuguese League, start making basically infinite crafting upgrades with your untradeable Premier Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, League One Eredivisie cards in your club. Just like clear it all. Just consistently get rid of it. And make a crap ton of packs. Look at how many crafting upgrades we could make with everything we have. And the beauty is, by the time I'm done opening everything and doing more mix, I'd have enough golds to do the premium anyways. So anytime you get low on those again, that's like an additional way to like, okay, let's build out and get more of these rares. Let's clean this up a little bit. We're still going. We're not even to the end of the gold commons yet. But Striker Evo on United center back, Heaven. Just going to use Heaven. And Obi up front. Nice. Do like 8 to 12, but I could do mix 12 times. Nice. Just did the bronze upgrades, and now I got 35 2 silver packs. And now I'm curious how many Pro League and Portuguese cards you get in there, but also too how many League SBC cards you get. No. Wrexham beat Nottingham Forest. Ugh. They're going to talk about it nonstop now. Yeah, I just saw the highlight of beating him. I saw it when it was 2-0, and then I turned it off. Alright, we should probably do our daily 8210s, boys. You guys want to see me open some 8210s? Let me clear my Portuguese cards, too. With one of those sections, so we get even less in our dupe storage. There we go. Portuguese League card. Higher rated cards. Wrexham went 2-0 and then went 2-1 and then 3-1 and 4 scored in the 89th. You mean 2-2? Or was there 2 more goals after the 89th minute? Or you mean 3-2? Oh yeah, I'm confused. It was 2-0, then it went 2-1, and then 3-1. Then 4 scored, so it'd be 3-2. The math's not mathing, buddy. Yeah, we don't have a crap ton of Team of the Week. So we'll be able to make a crap ton with the amount of packs we have saved during Team of the Year. But that's something I might consider slowly starting to make. Is Team of the Week upgrades with 84s. I'm going to try as best as I can actually to use just 81 and 82 cards here. Give me a second. won't fold. What's up, Mub? What's up, buddy? Man, 3-2 and then 4 scored. Gotcha. Are you doing the Yamal SBC? How long is it out? There might be some SBCs we just complete during Team of the Year to show you guys it's possible. Just with save packs very easily. But I don't really need any player SBC. I mean, our whole team's going to be Team of the Year pack pulls anyways. Hopefully, right? Double walkout again. How many runs in the mix do you usually do before transition to the premium? Bare minimum 10. I usually do 25 plus though. If you go back to the first hour and a half of the stream, we were finishing building up the mix and then just opening the Electrum packs and the premium mix packs from the MLS Championship section. And we had essentially infinite Pro League and Portuguese League cards untradeable that we ended up packing, which was cool. And then from that, you can kind of calculate, okay, if the hardest section to get the premium done without spending is that section, kind of go off of the amount you're getting to see realistically how many you can recycle. Because everything else comes relatively easily. Like, this is just Sir Dupe storage, by the way. Oh, almost could do a full run. Just from Dupe storage. That's crazy. Or a full section, I should say. It'll end up being a full run. We could do a Dupe storage if I would have saved the other League SBC cards, but you get what I mean. Borja will put over. That's on Yamal and Rafinha being in the midfielders. I feel like it ruins, not going to lie. Are the votes finalized, or are you saying their voting being in there ruins it a bit? Yamal's terrible, $500,000 and 3-star weak foot, and his physicals are straight garbage. You see, Arsenal and Liverpool, someone made a video calling Martinelli a scumbag because the Martinelli was dragging a Liverpool player off the pitch that was injured. Then the Martinelli booed the ball at him. So I ended up seeing that video, and the video pissed me off a bit watching it. But then I listened to Slot's interview post-match, and Slot gave a perspective that actually made a lot of sense. And it's a shame that it happened to begin with. But he said, like, he believes Martinelli's probably a great guy. He seems like a nice guy, at least. And with so many players that fake injuries late in the game, he probably assumed that he was faking an injury to buy time and stuff like that. Which you then never know when a player's actually injured. But for me, at least, when you start putting your hands on players then and stuff like that, that's when it becomes... I don't know how that wasn't a red. Then Martinelli booted the ball. He didn't boot the ball. Didn't he, like, drop the ball at him or something? When starting the mix run, how do you ensure you have enough players to complete multiple runs? Do you buy in bulk? Yes. So if you guys are new to the channel or you haven't been here in a few weeks, the pinned playlist, the grind playlist that's pinned in chat, also in the description. I'm going to show you guys real quick, because I have you guys ask questions like, which video would I get in the grind playlist should I watch? This is the newest one today. This is with the League of Portugal and the Pro League getting more and more expensive, and most likely continuing to get more expensive. How you can kind of work around doing it. Like today's a perfect example of how we're able to make so many more premiums without spending an additional penny. Trying to make easy coins, we got that there. If you're struggling to build up to 25 runs, how to make more League SBCs and faster, this is the video for you to watch. So if you haven't seen this yet, highly recommend this one. In general, if you're trying to see kind of the more back-end stuff of like, okay, you're doing the mix into the premium, what are like additional coins you can get? Can I make coins after 67 runs of the premium from that what I was making from the mix? And we did that easily in this video. If you need Pale Tools filters to make Pale Tools easier, if you're trying to make crafting upgrades, what making 100 crafting upgrades from the mix look like? How you can grind the new premium now that it was the Portugal and Pro League when it originally came out. How you can do winter provisions while doing other stuff. All the videos are kind of listed here if you need kind of guides on anything. The titles and the thumbnails should answer a majority of the questions in terms of which video you need to see. But then like scaling things, just pay a little bit more closer attention. So if you're watching like the initial how to do the mix, we have how to do unlimited mixed leagues, how to make unlimited premium, showing you kind of like the base of that. And then from there, if you wanted to do BPM in it, what that would look like. How I do BPM alongside of League SBCs if you wanted to do that. I don't really do BPM anymore. If you wanted to do a crafting upgrade or a different repeatable SBC, if you wanted to do player picks when they come out, what does 10 League SBC runs of the mix look like? What could it get you? I was talking about how we needed a crafting upgrade to come out, then it did. How to save packs during Team of the Year when you're doing all that stuff. Expect the 84 Team of the Week from a 2-time silver. Let's go. You need space for Mbappe, Kane, Haaland, Ronaldo on the striker side? True, yeah. If we are being honest, both, they most definitely will be in. So imagine only having a Vitinho to pack to improve center mids. Doesn't feel right. I didn't see it, just seen a video of a Liverpool fan made. Would you save the 82 10s for Team of the Year? Some of you guys are. I'm not. I open mine as we go. I forgot, but who do you support? Finally got through all my non-league bronzes. Took ages, but I have 30. Do you not use Pale Tools, buddy? That would have taken 2 seconds on Pale Tools, brother. But how many did you end up getting? Let's see. 36 player packs. Hopefully get some. Oh, you haven't opened them yet. Bub was a fan of the Mexico national team. I am a fan of watching them lose, for sure. Absolutely I am. You don't have a laptop? You have a phone, though. Right? Why not use your phone? You have Safari. You have Google Chrome. I use Safari. Who's your serious Team of the Year vote? Like, who would you vote for besides those comment cards in the video? Wait, question before I answer that. Was what we did the actual vote? I had people saying that the actual vote is on the website. And now I don't know what to believe. Is it on the website? 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 Is it Is it both? Is it one or the other? It's a mix of both? Okay. It's like even people who don't play the game can have a say in it if they do it on the website. I'd have to think about my actual one if I went off of it, because I don't really know who I'd want to put. Really, EA? Really? Out of all the informs you could give me? You give me the one that bagged 2 goals against Sunderland the other day? Nah, it's foul, man. They know what they're doing. It's like every time I say Sunderland, I pack a Newcastle player. Just so happens out of nowhere. Just like that, we're up to 100 jumbo golds already. Let's go. Wait, is this a glitch? Why does it say 35 minutes left on these? Huh? That's weird. Alright, I'll do the last one of these. Diani. Alright, we'll then do some Team of the Week upgrades too with our off leagues. Chuck some of those in. Malibu Breeze. Livramento. Alright, I think if I put in 283s, that might be enough. Alright, final 8210 boys. Can we get a promo card? Pretty sure they know. I was watching a streamer the other day, and Newcastle fans coming in because he supports Sunderland saying mind the gap, and I was like, it took you 21 games to go above them, and you spent 120 mil more. Said 35 of the 2-time silver and got 1 League of Portugal and 0 Pro League. W game. Hey, it goes to show then the League SBC mix is where you get them at. Two League upgrades needs a full 84 squad with 2 83s. That's the min rating. I tested it. Yep. Yes, sir. Pro League, another Portuguese league, Iracunda. Finished opening 34, you got 3 of them. Well, think of it like this too. If you're going off the amount of packs you have for those, you think, okay, that's a decent amount of packs, which is true, but you only get 2 players per one. So it's very limited options, and one's rare and one's common. Versus packs we're opening have 12 items in each of them. So it's like we have more things we're pulling from that we can potentially get. Look at all the living suds. Pro League. 110 silver packs tradable and 80 silver players packs tradable. Plus, I have 110 winner upgrades and 60 gold commons. Nice. And like the more coins you have, the more you don't have to open those right away too. Which the nice thing with that is like I can again map out if I have an average of how much I think I could make on a silver pack worst case scenario is at least 1,000 coins. I can kind of say, okay, every pack's 1,000. If I save up 100 packs, I have 100K. If I save up 500 packs, I have at least 500K there. If I save 1,000 of those packs, I probably have bare minimum 1 mil just from those without any crazy pack pulls, any informs, any league SBC cards. But if you scale it past that and you really start thinking about it, you can see how the coins start compounding. How many coins can you expect to front to do the mix grind? I have about 4 mil liquid. Looking to start saving packs. How many coins can you expect to front to do? Am I having a stroke? How many coins do you need to do the front end? How many coins can you expect to front? Oh, gotcha. What's like, yeah. Well, depends on how many runs you're doing. If you're doing 25 runs, and you're spending around 9K buying the whole thing out before you have anything else that you might potentially have in your club already, that's going to be 9K times 25, bare minimum. But then you're not including all the additional runs that you're going to be able to recycle, the premium runs that you're going to make in the process, and all those tradable packs front end that if you open in that moment would be bare minimum liquid coins back. League SBC cards you can sell, off leagues you can quick sell. That's not including any of like the coins and stuff back end. So you with 4 million coins, I would probably do it in groups of 25. And then think about it in groups of 25 in terms of the costs. We just got Liwa from the Mixed League. Let's go. You have one 82-10 save for Team of the Year. You're going to be the single person that packs one out of them. Everyone who saves is going to get none besides you. Pro League. Do you think 82-20 will happen? If not the 82-20, something very similar. I think about it from EA's perspective. They probably want to give us something repeatable that will drain our account with giving us a chance at Team of the Years, but not good enough where everyone's going to get one from them. Last year, the 82-20 was perfect for that. If anything, it was a little too good. Which packs do you save? Yes. If it's a type of pack, we probably have it saved to a certain extent. I'm saving all the premiums at the moment, so every pack from the premium mix I'm starting to save. Final pack from the mixed. Objective stuff. I'll save some crafting upgrades. Bunch of provisions packs. From League SBCs, I just listed all the ones from League SBCs. I'm very curious to see how ChatGPT would predict stuff. Especially after stuff comes out. I wonder if they'd be able to run percentages and stuff. Expect another team of the week now. 3 from the gold pack. Let's go. W. Surely this isn't accurate, right? Why does it show everything expiring in less than an hour? People don't see that while you're doing the mixed league and premium leagues, you can get a player that can be worth 250 runs of mixed league. Like me, I got Sawa and it sells for 2.5 mil. Yeah, because that's the more lottery picks, which you don't necessarily need, but you get things like that that come along the way. Even like Inform. If you think about it, packing a tradable Inform, most tradable Informs get you 1.5 to 2 mixed league runs just from that single pull. Alright, that's a little overkill. Wee ball, though. Can you check my question from before? Which pack do you save from the Premium League? And which one? We answered that already. We save, right now, the final pack from the mix in every pack from the Premium mix. But if you're trying to do bare minimum, I'd do the bare minimum final pack from the Premium and the Premier Liga. Personally. Alright, so I think I'm going to start using my dupe League SBC higher rated cards for the Team of the Week packs. I think that logically makes more sense. So like if it's an 83 or 84, especially 84s, I'll put them in there just to make them faster. Now we got like 6 Team of the Weeks tradable. Nice. Would Should we open these? You reckon I just sit here and open silver packs? We just kind of view low-key kind of what we're getting? Use this like a litmus test? Because we're kind of showing you the untradables. I say we give it a shot. Let's finish opening these premiums, and then we'll make another small prime. The other ones. Another walkout. Another Liwa. That has to be like a pack glitch. We got 2 Liwas from the mix, from the same pack. From the span of like doing 4 of these. But the mix, guys, it's not good. It's not good, boys. Don't do it. Oh, let's go. We got a Pro League card. I'm more happy with the Pro League card than we are in Dupe 88. How much mix is the best to do in one run with 2.6 mil? Anything over like 500K, I'd do in groups of 25. Both from your attention span perspective and also like being able to rinse into more stuff perspective. Anything over 25 is probably overkill unless you literally want to do nothing then build. Like content creators might be worth it to build 25, 50, 100 and then just have those nonstop be opening during stream. But yeah. Hello, bro. Hello, buddy. Oh, shoot. I have chicken in the air fryer still. That's been chilling in the air fryer for the past 3 hours. Yikes. You should, because I've been getting a lot of 89 and 88 tradable. Okay. We'll give you guys a look to see what we're getting coin-wise and fodder-wise from the daily PPs, and then along with the other silver packs. I guess other tradable packs in general, too. Alright, I gotta take a piss real quick. I'm gonna get that chicken as well. Let us open. Let's start with the silver pack. Have it sit here. Alright, BRB. Gotta get the radioactive chicken. Come on, boys. Are you saving your crafting upgrades? Yes and no. In theory, we build them out in groups of like 25 to 50, and if we want to save some, we can. They're useful either way. Which prefer you do with 2.6 million coins on Mixed League? How many runs? Yes. If you have 2.6 million coins, how many runs you should do? Yes. I dare you to spam as many as you can in the next week. See how many packs you can make? And where the value of your coins are going. Front end and back end. I dare you to go crazy with it. Oh my. So, wait, this might be the first time I've ever seen this. You guys know about the code in the game where you get an occasional bronze pack where you're guaranteed at least 7 players? And if you get 7 players, there's always a coin boost or a additional pack. Looks like the same thing's true on here. Eight players though. Oh. My sweet prince. Come back to Sunderland, mate. Please. We'll take those coins though. Alright, that's enough SBC runs for me. It's time to hop on bed and sleep like a normal individual. You just don't want it enough. Sorry, buddy. You're weak-willed, Bush. That's when you know you're not a true grinder. You got to push it another 5 to 10 more. That's what the children called hitting the wall. You don't hit the wall. You break through it. That next run, you were going to get a R9 tradable. 3 a.m. Gotta wake up. It's okay. Yeah. Wait, you gotta wake up at 6. Power through. Get no sleep. Regret it the next day. Think about it. You're gonna be tired with 3 hours of sleep, man. You're gonna be a zombie. You might actually sleep through your alarm. Why not just stay up, do whatever you gotta do, and then get a deep sleep after? Gotta go, but if you're live in 30 to 40 minutes, I'll come back. We might be done by then. We'll probably be wrapping up around that time. Or sooner, because I still gotta hit my workout tonight. Do you think 20 each run is good? Daily? I would say a bare minimum of 25 mixed a day would be more appropriate, but that's not bad. Not doing any more SVC runs? I shouldn't crash out. Hey. Understandable, man. I knew you didn't want it bad enough. Have a good night, buddy. I'll probably see you, what, after Team of the Year push? Because you probably don't want to do Team of the Year either. You probably gave up on that, too. Well, we'll see you EAFC27, buddy. How about that? Take it easy, bro. Have a good night. Think you have to have some level of mental illness to grind like Mumbo? Yes. You have to. It has to be in your DNA. Gotta have that dog in you. Let's see. League One. Yeah, we'll pop these up for 900. We'll take those. We have enough untradables. Where I am is 7 p.m. I've been doing the mix for 3 hours. We'll be doing other 5, I think, because tomorrow there's no school. Already went to the gym. Nice. It is 6:12 p.m. where I am. So I will be taking my pre-workout soon. Ingesting large amounts of caffeine. Moving extremely heavy objects while grunting slightly. And then eating an adequate amount of food. And then probably should be getting some good sleep, but Sunderland plays at like 6 a.m. so I gotta wake up early for that, so we'll try to get at least 7 hours. EA needs to employ us at the point the amount of time we've spent on the game. You know what's funny? Like, I can't remember his name, but there was a dude who used to be in the FIFA community and then started working for EA, and I think is currently still working for them. And he tried staying like active on social media as the game was going downhill, and people just gave him nonstop crap. I would genuinely love to work on the game. I just don't think they offer remote jobs, and I wouldn't want to move to Canada. But if there's like an option where I could work on the game to a certain extent, I would love to work on the menus. That would be a dream job. Why Sunderland? Because I love them. Sunderland chose me. I didn't choose Sunderland. All these years of suffering was for a reason. When do you take your pre? I take mine 15 minutes before workout. I usually take mine about 20-25. The one I take has less caffeine and more beta-alanine, so it's the thing that gives you the kind of buzz feeling where your skin itches a little bit. But if I take a higher caffeine one, I'll usually take it closer. Carbs are more the thing I worry about taking closer than anything. I'll usually take fast-acting carbs within like 15-20 minutes of working out. So I'll take my pre, either start driving to the gym and then take it, or go from there. Honestly, me too, but remote jobs, obviously. Dude, it's just... what was I going to say? It's just crazy that EA doesn't work more with the community. Like, I feel like it could benefit them so much. I know why they don't, but... One of my best friends, growing up, he supported United, and I didn't have a Premier League team that I watched. I grew up in an Italian German family, so I grew up watching AC Milan when I was young. But like when I was probably in middle school, it's like 10, 12 years old. Started watching the Prem. Didn't have a team that I supported. We did FIFA against each other. I did randomized squads. Landed on Sunderland. Started using Sunderland in FIFA. Started watching them IRL. And ever since, they've been horrific. For many, many years. Barely staying in the Prem. Then the double relegation. Now finally we're back. So I remember the first time I took pre and wanted to rip my skin off. Works though because all you want to do is lift. Makes it stop for a bit. So fun fact, when I was in college, I never had coffee before that. So I told myself, I need caffeine. I'm going to force myself to drink black coffee until I like it, because I'm going to need this to get through college. So I ended up forcing myself to drink black coffee. I ended up liking it. So I would drink coffee. And I would usually drink coffee a few cups in the morning. I'd go at lunch in like the cafeteria to have one. Then I started getting into the gym quite a bit more in college too. So I started taking pre-workout. And the pre-workout that I took had a decent amount of caffeine in it. And I didn't understand tolerance at the time. So what would happen was I would get used to the amount of caffeine in the pre-workout, and instead of like weaning off of it and then getting back on it, I was like, oh, let me just, instead of 1 scoop, let me take 1 1/4. Let me take 1 1/2. And I got to the point where I was taking 2 scoops, and I was like, this is probably not healthy. Should probably not do this. And then from there, I just stopped caffeine altogether for like a month or 2 to reset it. And then that first caffeine hit back, oof. Siren Legend player for my team, Defoe. Hey, love Defoe. Love me some Jermaine. Yeah, no, caffeine's nice. Beta-alanine's the best. If you get a non-stim pre-workout, which means non-stimulant, which means no caffeine, you just get beta-alanine in there, the thing that makes your skin crawl. Best feeling. Love a nice little skin buzz. That's a sick kit. Wish these things actually went for value, though. Yo. When you're opening a pack, only gold players tradable. Are you keeping everything? Or do you keep just the players that go into the mix and premium and the other players you quick sell? You might want to do it different than me. I'm putting all the mix back in, so I don't care what mix it is. I'm making the mix faster by keeping them. You'll see me store premiums as well. I'm storing premiums not to use them. I'll usually sell them in bulk later than one at a time. And again, we have videos on all these different topics too if you guys want to do a deep dive in the grind playlist, where we give kind of expanded answers to all this. But I find it way easier to open these packs in bulk and list in bulk rather than kind of one by one as we go. So long story short, yes, we do sell them, just not right now. This grind makes me want to buy the game. It's only going to get better for Team of the Year. I can't wait to see what happens during partial Team of the Year. Sousa to Tottenham. Dang. A week from now is the start of partial Team of the Year, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what starts, if it's goalkeeper and defenders, or if it's midfielders, or if it's attackers, but I believe that's the 16th is when it starts. I have to look at what the full schedule is, though. I haven't seen exactly when what is. So I'm kind of underestimating the amount of coins we're getting from these. I said, think 1K. But we're usually getting 1K plus and we're storing players with that. That was nice. Now these small prime, we still estimated 1K for these without pack pulls. What's the quick sell value? Okay, this one's more accurate with 1K. Yeah. Currently 600 plus packs saved, 210 of the small rare gold players pack, rest from the champs, gauntlet, etc. Nice. 53 of these left. Guaranteed 0 Team of the Years, though. You don't need a Team of the Year from the save packs. You need them from the recycle, and that's the main thing you should be aiming for, though. We're not saving all these packs because we think we're going to get a Team of the Year from them. We could. The more we have, the better chance, but we're mainly doing it for all the league specifics we can make. Hopefully things like 8220s. That's when it's going to get really fun. Ian! What a joke, man. When will you open the packs? Full Team of the Year will be my save packs. We'll transition from saving the final pack in the mix and all the packs in the premium. We'll start opening those next Friday as we make them. So whatever set number is, I'll use 1,000 as an example. If we get to 1,000 small rare players packs, and I do 5 League SBC runs of the mix, we'll open back down to 1,000. And we'll do that over and over. Or if we build out to 25, maybe we still want to save some, so I save 5, but I open 20. That way we can continue to have bonus things added to the grind, have still a decent chance at Team of the Years, and recycling during Team of the Year, get us more fodder and stuff, without sacrificing the work we've done this far. That's my plan, at least. I think the 8220 sort of ruined it last year. It didn't make it as special to pack one. It definitely made it easier. It definitely drained everyone's account, though. So if it happens again, it's the easiest coins in the world to invest in the informs, knowing that they're going to continue to go up. You can lazy list gold rares for the league specifics and things like that. It's very easy coins. So yeah, but I agree. I feel like it made most people get one that especially didn't save for Team of the Year. Do you think the league specifics will require random 11 gold rares or 11 gold rares of the league? It has been for the past few years, at least bare minimum. I would say the last 5 or 6 years, only rares general. It's not tied to a specific league needed for the SBC. But what you get out of it is the league-specific tied. So if we're going off of last year, the year before, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that, it's always been whatever the league-specific is. If it was last year, it was the Prem and the Women's Prem, the WSL. That league together, put in 11 gold rares, and you get a pack with, I think it was 3 rares and like 8 commons, maybe? I can't remember the exact amount of commons. I know at some point they screwed us, gave us less commons back. No problem, buddy. League specific, since the women have come, is dead. Should do a league specific for women separate to the men's. That would be nice because it's definitely wrecked the pack odds in a way where EA knows what they're doing and they haven't made it cheaper. I wonder if this year they adjust it where you maybe don't need a full squad of rares to do it, or if they make them separate where you can do a full squad of rares. Because, yeah, you're right. They make the pack weight worse and they charge you the same for it. Now, I feel like you worded that correctly. I understood what you said. Wasn't harsh. we packed? Beauvais. No, I knew you understood. They just weren't dead. No, I would actually say they were dead. I would say the pack weight on them got way harder, which made it less likely that people would want to do them. People still got a decent amount in them, but it changed how people viewed them. It became the overall combination of the two, which one should you min-max, rather than I want to get said player's a male, from this league, it's only this league, let me do this league. So it's like people get kind of forced into doing a lot of the La Liga, Liga F, because most of the women's team of the year was Liga F Barca players, and then like you had Mbappe and people like that. So you think League SVCs will refresh the same time? Yeah, I think they'll come back exactly the same. I don't think they'd change anything. I think them changing it to the Pro League and Portuguese League was on purpose originally. Obviously, they had to do it on purpose if it was going to change. But it was a good change. Hopefully the promos after Team of the Year are decent. Last year, nothing apart from potentially Foot Birthday and Footies were decent after it. I mean, the thing is, you kind of want to have a fine balance. You don't want to have a really good promo right after Team of the Year, because you know most people are getting off the game anyways and they're tired. The goal should be to have it not be dead, but be good enough for people to stay and at least partake in it partially. And what I think EA does wrong and what they can learn from is, if that means giving us exchanges to do at that time, I think that would be great. But if not exchanges, they should give us a good menu grind. What I don't like EA doing is every time that Friday the promo ends for Team of the Year and new content, it switches over to the other one. All the league specifics go away. The 8220s go away. All that stuff is gone and they leave you with like nothing. And that's frustrating. Pack weight most years is horrendous, man. Outside of the 8220 last year. Look at that, boys. W. Easy 15K. 16K. You see kind of what I mean when it comes to, like, even with using Pale Tools to create a ton of stuff, if you come to console, right, we're just going off of 25 runs that I've made today. Opening the untradeable packs, starting to open the tradable packs, recycling into more stuff. This has taken us 2.5 hours, and we're not even through the first tradable pack. Imagine during Team of the Year, opening thousands of packs and recycling thousands of packs, how long of a grind it's going to take. Would it not have been better to just use that in an 85 times 2 or 82 times 10 because you're at 2 mil? Surely you don't need any more coins, though. I could be wrong. my logic is why put in a tradable team of the week when I get a ton untradeable anyways. Plus, I think doing the 85 times 2 is stupid. I wouldn't do that personally. I do the 82 10s each day, but I don't touch the 85 2s. It's a waste of fodder, in my opinion. See, it makes sense. On my team of the week, luck isn't the best, so I've just been using tradable ones in the 82-10. Another way I think of it, too, is like, with the amount of coins, I essentially can do infinite League SBC runs, is the way I view it. So in my head, I don't view that as like, oh, I could have used that on the 85 times 2 or the 82 times 10. I see that as I just got enough coins to do 1.5 paid runs of the mix, which means I basically get to do 1 run of the premium with that as well. That 0.2 million coins is basically infinite runs anyway. You wouldn't run out for at least a month. That's saying if you don't sell anything from the tradable packs. Yep. So what I'm doing with my coins, and you'll notice this each day, my coins should get lower and lower as we get closer to the team of the year. What will happen towards the end of the streams and or off the stream, depending on what prices are at, I'll just fill my club with tradable Pro League and Portuguese League cards. If I notice they're down in price, I want to pick up every single one, and if they rebound to higher, pure profit on every single one, even more coins I can put towards whatever. Or if I want to keep them to use them for more premium runs as like another way to get my coins to go down while saving tradable packs, I'm more than willing to do that to make more content before Team of the Year starts. Dun, 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 dun. But also, too, I hope it goes to show people, like, even though there's a cost to the mix, this is, like, one of the additional benefits, too. We're going to be nowhere near running out of coins while saving a ton of packs. With 2 mil, imagine that with 1 mil, imagine that with 500k. Like, notice how much my coins fluctuate day to day, week to week. Now it's going to be a little different because we're going to go more and more insane, but in general, they usually move like a few 100k each direction and kind of even out without the main stuff in the back end. When the main stuff comes in the back end, you guys are going to not believe it. I mean, we can start doing math. I have 100 jumbo gold packs, almost 100 prime electrums. So let's assume I have 100 of each. What's our estimated quick sell value of each of those packs? Let's say 5k minimum a piece. So if I have 200 packs, 5k minimum, that's at least a minimum of 1 million coins from my saved premium packs. I can probably do another 100 runs by then. And as gold rares keep going up in price, any gold rare that I pack is going to get me even more coins. As gold commons hopefully have a... If gold commons get to the point where they sell instantly for 350, 400, oh my goodness. The money we're going to have. It'll be wild. 1.5 mil do roughly 15 to 20 packs a day, and it basically stays the same. I don't even sell the 2 of the weeks. Yeah. Alright, dudes, I just realized I left the chicken in the air fryer again. I think that's my cue to get off and go work out. Kind of don't understand why you don't make the 85 times 2. Give yourself a better chance for Team of the Year, even if, in your opinion, it's a waste of fodder with the grind that you do. You'll never run out of coins and fodder. Let me explain it a little differently, I guess. My goal is to get my coins to get as low as possible. By doing the menu grind with the mix and the premium the way we're doing it, my coins are already slowly going down purposely while saving a lot of tradable packs. I can get to the point where I do all the 85 times 2s daily along with the 82 times 10s. But what's going to happen is we're very quickly going to get to a point where daily I'm putting in way more Team of the Weeks than I'm getting. Because I'm giving up parts of the grind. I'm giving up parts of the things I'm using to craft my 82 20s to do the 85 times 10. And my issue with the 85 times 10s is not even just the inform itself. Look at the rating too. For a pack that's going to give me most likely 85 and 86 consistently, 3 times a day, putting in a Team of the Week, putting in my 81s, 82s, in my head, and maybe I'm viewing this incorrectly, I would much rather save crafting upgrades, a 78 plus times 3, and I would say I would get better things in my crafting upgrades from building 25 of those out than I would in a single one of these or the 3 daily. So like in my head, if there were something to put my coins into, it wouldn't be wasting 15k of tradable value or untradeable value on this, especially when it comes to a Team of the Year. And this is where I think people fall in the trap. This is where EA gets you. EA wants you to do every single one of these every single day, so that the prices of everything goes up. You're spending more, your coins go down. But the things that we consistently do to get us to the coins that we got to, I would rather double down, triple down, quadruple down on those things rather than putting my coins in the things that are less worth it. And you're right. Like, this could increase my chances of getting a Team of the Year. I almost guarantee you. No, I know for a fact, if I made these every single day, I wouldn't be getting a Team of the Year in these. I wouldn't be getting a Team of the Year in the 82 10s. So for me, it's a thing of I would much rather buy out the premium and do another 20 to 30 runs of the premium a day with the coins that I'd be putting into this. Does that make more sense? Is it a bad idea to save these? Not necessarily. I just think there's a cost to it. I'd rather have that cost in League SBCs. Yeah, I was starting on point 2. Yeah. And again, like another thing that I don't do, whether this is a good idea or a bad idea, I don't know. I haven't touched the 85, 87s in a minute. I can't remember the last time I did this. Insane kind of logic in these. I could put in a bunch of 83s, 82s, and 81s to get an untradeable 85, 86, and 87 to put into a provision pack. Or the 11 cards I can put into here. A lot of those I can put back into League SBCs. Or if it's off leagues, I can put in the 8210. And I'm making more tradable packs, more untradeable packs, recycling those. Also, too, not to get too off on a tangent, because I do have to end the stream. I think of SBCs also from the perspective of how many cards are you getting back versus how many you're putting in. My favorite SBC ones to do are when the cards you get back are more than the cards you're putting in and or pretty even. So League SBCs. Mix, I separate. Mix, I just view mix as a cost, right? Because we buy out the mix. We don't need those cards. You can count those for the next runs as cheaper, but I count that as just a cost to do it in bulk and spam it into other things. But if we look at the premium, how many cards are you getting back in the premium, would you say? And if you find kind of those SBCs where you're getting the majority of the cards back or more cards back or close to it versus ones that suck your club dry, the more you do the ones that suck your club dry, the more it sucks your club dry, or the more coins you're spending to make up for not having your club suck dry, or your club suck dry, then you're spending to make up for that. 85 to 87s are definitely not worth it anymore. They were worth it when 87s were like 10k plus. Yeah. I do the 85 to 87s only with dupes as I try to get the most, try to get the least possible before Team of the Year. I'm debating. I don't know if anyone else is in this camp. I'm for sure putting my 86s and 85s into the winter provisions. I'm almost to the point where I'm putting 87s in too. Because, like, I don't need fodder for anything right now, and we keep getting more. Yeah, exactly. That as well. I'd rather do the 83 plus Team of the Week over the 85 to 87s anyways, because it helps me build the other stuff then too. I have 18 85 to 87, so I just open them. Depends on what your goal is with them. If you're going to put them back into provisions and you don't finish your provisions daily, go for it. But you have promos right now where there's ratings within that range where you can pack the promo card. You're not going to pack a Team of the Year from those. So I would personally go for opening them now if it were me. I would love if we had more provisions during Team of the Year. That'd be sick. Gonna have so many gold rares for the league SVCs for Team of the Year. I have most of my 78 times 3s. Yeah. And so what I'm gonna debate What I'm going to debate is if we have a good, really good 8220, something like that again, where there's tradable packs in it. I would potentially debate giving up the premium again, spamming the mixed even harder, and instead of doing the mix into the premium where we get the tradable and untradable packs there, transfer the tradable packs to like the 8220, where if we're making crafting upgrades with all the premium mix, Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A, Ligue 1 Eredivisie now, maybe we still do the thing where we save up like 10 to 15 runs of untradables for the Pro League and Portuguese League. But I think building out crafting upgrades to get a bunch of gold rares to then spam open for a chance at Team of the Years, more fodder, more league SBCs, or more league specifics would give us a ton of options too. Exchange during Team of the Year will make the premium SBC grind legendary. That's the thing too, though. It's like we probably won't get exchanges during Team of the Year. We didn't get exchanges until, was it June last year? Why would you still do runs in League SBC when the 82 times 20 is out? Isn't it a waste of time? At times it would be, and other times it would be extremely beneficial. So you got to also think from market analysis standpoint. Let's use the 8220 last year. What happened originally? Everyone was doing the 8220, right? Everyone had some safe packs. Everyone had some objectives. Everyone had essentially a ton of runs where they could do where it felt infinite. And then by doing so, slowly their club dried more and more up. Where they started spending more, informs went up, fodder cards started going up, and they got more and more desperate. And then they went to different areas. They started going into more premium mixed league SBCs because they were doing the league specifics, getting a bunch of Prem or La Liga cards, putting those in the Prem La Liga section, watching people's guides to do the premium mix from the league specifics. So then the cost of those would go up, or there'd be more consistent value in it. And like there'd be min-maxes in certain areas where it's like, okay, this is more expensive, therefore people are going to go to this. Therefore people are going to go to this. Same way that I'm doing so much mixed right now is when the price of the premium gets too high for people to want to buy it out consistently, a lot of people will start hopping more in the mix, and you'll see mix start rising in some areas. Or if I'm trying to do the mix later, it's going to be way more beneficial to do it now when it's cheaper and have many runs ready to go. That way, like you said, why would I do League SBCs when the 8220's out? Isn't a waste of time. I can prepare beforehand so I don't necessarily have to. But for everyone, it's going to be different. Not everyone's going to have thousands of safe packs. Some people are going to be having to do League SBCs or some sort of grind to go in a positive direction during Team of the Year. And our goal is we build up enough packs where we don't necessarily have to. And it'll keep us going the whole week. But some people will be forced to. So, yes and no. For me, I want to have the option to do so, rather than actually doing it. But the difference would be, especially right now as well, Marco, if we can get an idea of what might be coming, if we can get a leak of we're getting an 8220, there's going to be two variations. In my head, I can already predict, okay, there's probably one where it's going to have two packs, and they might be tradable. Therefore, the liquid coins we'd get from the premium through doing the mix, we might be able to get in the 8220. What do I need the 8220? I need Team of the Weeks, and I need certain ratings. So crafting upgrade might be fantastic to just spam a bunch of those and do that easily. So for me, it's going to be, okay, how many crafting upgrades can I make to get a certain amount of gold rares if I don't get enough rating? That way, if I save 500 crafting upgrades, would it be worth it to spam those right now? I haven't even touched the pass, to be honest, bro. I've been so bad this year. All right, time to work out, boys. We saving all packs from premium and opening mix to fund premium. That's what I'm doing. You can if you want. All right, boys, take it easy. Peace. God bless.